Actually, nowadays it's actually very common to buy your kids bulletproof backpacks. Huh? $5,000 for like a test? You have to bring a weapon or a dog. Keys, put them in between our fingers while we're walking, like Hugh Jackman from Wolverine. 皆様こんにちは、今日はフランシスです。今日はなんで日本に引っ越したの理由はもうちょっと説明したいと思ってたので、話していきたいと思ってます。動画で日本語話すのがちょっと難しいなんですけど、結構英語で話すと思うので、すいません、頑張ります。結構いろんな理由はあるんですけど、まずはアメリカは結構危ないです。実は私のアメリカの出身はセントルイスというところなんですけど、アメリカの中でこのこの都市は一番危ないところなんです。Yeah, so in America it's ranked the number one most dangerous cities. There's a lot of gun violence where I'm from. If you're driving at nighttime and you exit on the wrong exit into the wrong neighborhood, automatically you start getting so stressed out, like, oh my god, okay, I need to get off, I need to get back on the right exit. So things like that is super common. I guess I'm just like nareta, like I'm just used to all the violence where I'm from that I didn't really notice a difference until 日本に引っ越した。日本に引っ越したらこんな安全な国があるとびっくりしました。どう言っていうかな、結構 if you're always stressed out about something bad happening, when you come to a country like Japan, it's like びっくり. It's like you're just so shocked. It's like, oh, you can relax, you know? Worried about getting shot, or I'm not worried about getting robbed, because it doesn't really happen as often as it does where I'm from. あとは女性にとってアメリカの方は全然危ないなんです。例えば夜の時自分で歩くのが本当に危ないなんです。アメリカで女性がみんなどう言っていうかな、 We have weapons on ourselves. 例えば We have knives, pepper spray, sometimes we have guns, and the most popular way, or the most popular things that women do in America, is we have keys, kagi. We put them in between our fingers and we hold them while we're walking. We're like Hugh Jackman from Wolverine. It's literally what we're doing. We're like walking down the street. So if a man comes up to us, we can protect ourselves. So that's one thing that women do in America to protect ourselves at nighttime. でもそれ一回日本にやったことないですね。夜の時は怖いなんですけど、アメリカの方はずっと周りに見てするんですね。I've never felt like that in Japan. I feel way safer. 私運動するのが好きなんですけど、朝と夜に運動したかったら、例えばランニングとかやりたかったら、you have to bring a weapon or a dog. If I think like, oh, I want to go take a run today, and it's early in the morning or it's late at night, I have to bring my dog because he would protect me. There's so many stories in America about women getting attacked while they're exercising early in the morning or late at night. So it's very common that either women have to go when it's really bright outside, when there's like a lot of people out, just in case, or they have to bring their dogs, so just in case they get attacked, the dogs can attack the person. And in America, I have a German Shepherd. He's huge, so I always felt safe when I was with him. 私日本に来た時こういうのを見たことないですね。アメリカの大学で結構あるんですけど、it's like an emergency light that they have in all colleges in America. So if there's an emergency, you just click it and it calls the police. Very common in colleges, because a lot of people get attacked. But I've never seen it in Japan anywhere. They have it literally everywhere in college towns in America, and they're super bright because it's so common for bad things to happen on college campuses. あとはね、gun violence. これは怖いですね。America, of course, there's a lot of guns, and I grew up around guns. I'm used to guns, but it's still super terrifying. When I'm going out to a mall, for example, or going to a movie theater, or going to anywhere with lots of people in public, I'm always thinking, and I think it's very common, you have to look like, 出口はどこ? Like, you have to think, where's the exit? If there's an emergency, where do I go? Who do I call? you always have to have a plan and list of things to do when you're in America. And yeah, it's kind of sad that you have to think that way, but you just do, because you never know if someone starts shooting. You have to figure out where to go really quickly. But in Japan, again, because guns aren't allowed here, I definitely don't have to think like that. And I think it really does make a difference in your everyday life not to have to think like that, but本当にhow do I say? I've thought about this a lot lately. 日本にどうやってピンポンされる? How do I say? When someone rings your doorbell in Japan, usually you look through the peephole and you open it, right? But in America, when someone rings your doorbell, I don't know why, we're kind of brought up to me to be like, like kind of scared of like who's at the door. When someone knocks on your door in America, it's automatically like, don't answer it. You have to be very aware of who it could be. And even if they look like they're in trouble, or even if they're a delivery person, just don't open the door just in case. But in Japan, I don't ever think like that. It's not, I don't have that fear of like, oh my God, who's at the door, you know? So that's another big difference that I realized. Like even in America, when you're at your own home, like you don't feel safe. And I always think that's crazy and sad. Of course, I'm safe in my own home and I always check who's like rings my doorbell, but I don't have that automatic fear of like, oh my God, someone's gonna rob me. And I always have that fear in America. So another reason why I moved to Japan is because I want to have kids. I want to have kids and I want to be a mom, but raising kids in America terrifies me. I mean, there's so many school shootings in America and it scares the crap out of me. And I always think about that. And actually nowadays it's actually very common to buy your kids bulletproof backpacks. What? And just that sentence alone, it's crazy to me. Like buying your kids bulletproof backpacks to go to school. Like that idea is just so crazy, but it's so normal in America nowadays because of what's going on. So when I think about that kind of stuff and like how I want to raise my kids, 日本の方が安全なので I want to raise them here. で、あとは日本の子供は結構自由なんです。They're really independent. 例えば一人で電車に乗ったり買い物したり学校に行ったりするんですね。でもアメリカはyou have to do it with your parents, or your parents drop you off, your parents take you to go shopping. In America, like for example, when kids play in their neighborhood, someone has to be watching just in case you get kidnapped or something bad happens. But in Japan, I see it all the time where kids are just like out playing by themselves, no guardians or no parents around. From an American, it's pretty crazy to see that. Yeah, things like that when I think about it, I'm just like, I think it's a little bit better raising kids here in Japan. あとはコンビニとか電車とか、多分電車は一番いいところなんですね、日本の方は。アメリカで、ニューヨークシティとかカリフォルニアに電車があるんですけど、あんまり良くないですね。結構汚いだし、ちょっと危ないだし、私一回ニューヨークに行ったことあるんですけど、電車の中で普通にネズミがなんか they just walk around and everyone in New York City is just like it's like so normal, but I think it's crazy. あと電車も結構古いので、あとコンビニもね、I love convenience stores in Japan. They're so amazing. They literally have everything. It's so nice. I wish that they would bring that to America. I think it would be amazing. So another reason why I like Japan better, insurance, 健康保険。アメリカの健康保険のシステム、本当に it's like ありえないぐらい高いです、本当に。So 例えば私高校生の時 MRI という検査を受けて、I remember when my dad got the bill, it was like $5,000 after insurance. $5,000. And I remember thinking like, huh? $5,000 for like a test? Like when people get sick, or for example, I was in a car accident, I got hit pretty bad from behind, my head started hurting. We don't go to the hospital because x-rays, CT scans, doing anything costs so much money. So we just don't go to the hospital. Just another reason why. I wanted to move to Japan and live here because it's outrageously expensive in America. I feel like nobody can afford it nowadays. どう言って言うかな、これアメリカは悪いとかということじゃないですね。私はもちろんアメリカに育ちしてずっと住んでて、本当に私はアメリカが大好きなんですけど、日本の方がもうちょっと好きです。Yeah, that's the reasons why I moved to Japan, and that's the reasons why I really like Japan. I hope this video was interesting. Thank you everyone who commented on the first video. Like a lot of people were saying like 応援してますとか、頑張ってくださいとか。Everyone was saying super nice things. So really thank you for everyone that commented all those nice things. I really appreciate it. And これから頑張ります。Yeah, so if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. I hope this video was enjoyable, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.